Shemai friendly hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin Anwin for anyone who's new here. If you want to upload your amazing builds up onto the workshop, first you want to create a new blueprint. So if it is a building of some sort, like an entrance building or a shop shell, you need to select every part of the build you want to upload into the blueprint. Be careful about selecting random pieces like trees that are in your scenery that you don't want to include in there. So once you've used the multi-select, which is U on the keyboard in the bottom corner, to multi-select all of the objects in the building you've created, all you've done are in just one group. So you only need to click one item then. And then once you've selected everything, the first circle shown on the multi-selection, it'll say save selection as blueprint. So you need to click on that button right there. Obviously select a new blueprint, not one that you've already used. And then you pick the thumbnail, so try and make it look as nice as possible because this is going to be what people will see first. And then you need a title and a description, but you can change those once you've uploaded it. Make sure your blueprint tags are accurate to what your build actually is. Don't put habitat if it's a shop shell. And don't put like entrance building if it's a habitat, that type of thing. Make sure your tags are accurate to what your build is so people can find it easier. And then click create blueprint. That won't actually upload it to workshop just yet though. You can then go into blueprints and you'll have a couple of different sections. You'll have blueprints that you've downloaded from the Steam Workshop, you'll have your own blueprints, and you'll also have the prefabs. You find your blueprints in the My Blueprints tab of the blueprints section and then you click on that blue Steam logo. That will allow you to then upload it to the Steam Workshop. Again, click new workshop item, name it and add a description. The tags will already be included because you put those in when you created the blueprint. And then click create workshop item. It'll upload to Steam then. That is the most simple way of uploading a building or a collection of objects onto Steam Workshop. If you then want to make it a little bit more fancier before you properly upload your building to the Steam Workshop, you want to go onto your Steam and get into the workshop. It'll say your workshop files, and then you go on to your files you've posted, and it'll take you to your workshop then. If you want to change the images to show off more angles of your build, add/edit images and videos. You can also edit the title and description and add more of a description into your build, link your build in the description as well. You can also add and remove required DLCs. In the top part of the blueprint, it will give you the tags, and underneath it'll say requires DLC. If it does actually require a DLC, you can also add/remove required DLCs. To upload a habitat to the Steam Workshop, it's a similar technique to the buildings, but it is slightly different. First, you want to select the habitat that you are uploading. I find it easier to click on the habitat gate because I use null barriers quite often, where it shows you the habitat UI. Underneath edit barrier, there is the same blueprint symbol, save as blueprint, and that will save the whole habitat. That will include terraforming, terrain paint, the barriers, so the entire habitat will then be saved as a blueprint. Again, make sure your thumbnail image looks really nice. Title it, add the description as well. We need both to upload it as a blueprint. Add your blueprint tags. Make sure those tags are relevant to the build that you've selected. So of course, if it's a habitat, select habitat for one of the tags. If it includes audio like education speakers, you can select that. I also add species tags to my habitats because obviously this habitat is built specifically for an animal. It probably could work for different animals, but if I've built a habitat for the red fox, I'm going to add the species tag for the red fox. Go into the blueprints tab, go into your my blueprints, and search for your blueprint, select the Steam logo which says upload to Steam, create new workshop item, title it and describe it, and then create workshop item. Again, you can then go into your own workshop, then the one you've just uploaded. I would always recommend adding more images, especially to things like habitats, because you can't always show the entirety of the habitat in the first thumbnail image. So add different angles, show off the animal you've made the habitat for, title it well, so like to make it really clear what it is, describe your habitat, why you built it, what inspired you to build it, that type of thing. Make sure that you've got your required DLCs, and then once you've done all of that and you've made your workshop item look beautiful, then change the visibility and put it to public. If you're not a builder and you'd like to download someone else's fantastic builds, maybe it's mine, maybe it's not, but if you want to download something to add it into your game, you need to click the subscribe. The next time you load up your game, then it will be in your blueprints, but instead of it being in my blueprints, it'll be in the one underneath, which will have the Steam logo, and that will be other people's blueprints. You can actually download entire zoos completed. When you're in the workshop on Steam, if you select park, that will be an entire zoo. If you find a zoo that you really like, you just need to subscribe to download that zoo. And then to actually open that zoo and find that zoo in your game, you want to load up the game. And once you're on the like Planet Zoo front page, you want to select My Zoos. There'll be a couple of different tabs, and one of the tabs will be Steam Workshop. And the zoos that you've downloaded from the workshop will be in there. And then you just need to click on the one that you want to play in, and then click Play as Sandbox, and it will load up the zoo for you. And if you want to upload your own zoo onto the Steam Workshop, I would recommend the last save you do for your entire zoo that you want to upload to a blueprint, I would recommend trying to save at a really nice angle that shows the entire zoo. This is what I like to do, so you can have a really nice blueprint thumbnail. And then once you've got into your My Zoos, you'll have a really nice thumbnail for that. And then you need to hover over that last save and select Upload to Workshop. Give your zoo a title and a little description, and you don't actually need to do tags for zoos. It will literally only have a tag with zoo on it. And then you click Create Workshop Item, and you've uploaded your zoo onto the Steam Workshop. So go into your files you've posted. Once you find your zoo, you want to then maybe add some more images. So I like to do an all over zoo image, like zoo screenshot, do each habitat, maybe the entrance building, maybe some shops you've added in. Just do some nice screenshots of around your zoo to entice more people to download it and have a look. Again, you want to do a nice little description of what kind of zoo this is, what kind of animals you've added in. Add, remove required DLC if you've downloaded any other people's blueprints. Add required items of those blueprints as well. Once you click on add, remove required items, it will give you a list of your own blueprints, items in your favorite, and subscribed items, so you can find the objects that you've used in the zoo. Once you're happy with the overall blueprint, you can change the visibility to public to publish it onto the Steam Workshop and allow other people to download your wonderful zoo. That was everything about blueprints. Oh my goodness, I talked for 30 minutes all about blueprints, but hopefully you can now upload your own and download anything you like from the Steam Workshop, and you can have even more fun playing Planet Zoo. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, and if you haven't already and you would like to, it would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe and hit the bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. I upload speed builds on Wednesdays and short form tutorials on Sundays. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!